Hi, my name is Vivian and I'm Chinese American. Last year I joined a non-Ekbayan group that did an exposure trip to the Philippines as a solidarity ally. So we started out with doing some very basic work, such as receiving some of the donations of goods that were coming in from all parts of the country and actually dividing them into different packets for individual families. And from then on, it actually was a journey through some of the most remote regions of the country, areas where there was 100% devastation, where there was no sight of other relief work or other government, help or services. And so we were really traveling to places that hadn't been helped by any other groups. BALSA was incredibly organized. They already done the on-the-ground work, so they actually had lists of different families who lived in the different barangays who had traveled to come to this meeting spot, and were able to give each household a large bag that was filled with food such as rice and fish. I think from my experience last year, I really realized there's a politics around relief work. And when I was in Mindanao, I really saw in several of the remote regions that I went to where BALSA was actually the only group that had gone there. These were areas that were incredibly remote, that were hard to get to, that often had communities that were the forgotten ones, right? And that were the ones that were deemed not worthy enough to actually worth the expense and the effort to actually reach. I was really struck at one event where a nun got up and actually said, "We cannot call Typhoon Pablo a natural disaster. There's nothing natural about it. This is a disaster that was created by man." And I think that's a really important point that we all need to remember, is that in seeing more and more of these extreme weather events, whether it's Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Sandy in the US, but also Typhoon Pablo and Typhoon Haiyan in the Philippines, we're really witnessing now the devastating impacts of climate change that is actually caused by our own actions and our system's own practices. And so there's much work here for us to do, in addition to donating money to help provide relief for people in the Philippines, but also actually doing the organizing and the campaigning to make sure that we really push forward practices and policies that will decrease our reliance on fossil fuel and really promote building an entirely new energy economy.